It can be so frustrating when everyone that wants to work with you isn't willing to pay you what you want, or they get price tag shock when you reveal the price for your service. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just sign those higher value clients that are willing to pay you what you're worth? What's up? This is Meliss and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the info you need to get the results you want, because today I'm about to share with you how I sign high value clients consistently and how you can too. Signing higher paying clients releases a lot of unwanted stress in your business because you're serving people who understand your value and who are willing to pay for it. Not only that, you don't need to sign as many clients to reach your goals when each client is paying you a whole lot more. So today I'm going to share with you 6 tips for signing higher paying clients. And when you stay until the end, I'm going to give you my bonus tip that is the most important tip of them all. But first, if you're new here, I'm Meliss, and I'm an online marketing strategist and business growth expert to coaches and healers. My whole channel is about marketing, online business, mindset, and manifestation. Hit that subscribe button and join the family so you can grow a profitable online business. Now, let's get into it. So the first tip to getting a higher paying client is related to energetics. You need to be in the energy of attracting that type of client. So think about who you need to become to be able to serve that type of client. Think of your higher paying clients. Think of who they are, maybe give her a name and say to yourself, okay, she's sitting there in her home, worried about this, and the other, and she's looking for someone like me to help her. Who is that someone that she's looking for? And then you can make a list to think of all the things she's dreaming of. What is she journaling, hoping that someone walks into her life to help her with? What does that person look like? And then you can make a list of the things that would be on her list that you actually have or possess, so that you are stepping into that role of the person she's trying to find. Because that person wants what you have to offer, but you need to make sure you're showing up as that person. So it's an energetic move here. How do you feel? What do you feel she's feeling? It's all about, intuition here a little bit. And also, who do you believe you deserve you can help? That type of client that you deserve to get. And then if you feel like you deserve it, then you believe that you deserve it, then you will get it. So energetics, really important. Step into that person that you have to become in order for her to find you. Hey, before we continue, go ahead and do me a favor and tap that like button right now, because it lets me know that you find value in my content. It really makes a huge difference, and then I know to make more of these types of videos for you in the future. Many thanks, I'm grateful for you. All right, let's hop back in. Number 2, is your messaging on point? Are you attracting that target client with the content that you're putting out there? Think about what that person is searching for, and are you putting those things out there that she is actually looking for? Are you talking about in your content what you expect your clients to have before they come to you? If we look at a customer journey and we think about a beginner here and an advanced person here, wherever they are in their journey, depending on what it is you help them with, are they in the beginning stages? Are they a little bit intermediate? Are they advanced? Are they at expert level? The content that you put out needs to attract the person who is on that spectrum, on their journey, at the point where you want to help work with them. So if you want to help beginners, you might not be able to help a higher valued client because that beginner might not have enough money, might not have enough time, might not have enough expertise or know exactly what they want. Whereas if you help someone intermediate or advanced, they may have been dabbling a little bit in what it is you help them with, and they're looking to up level their life or the way they're feeling, or to really move through that journey for that transformation that they want. So what do you expect your client to have before they come to you? Do you expect them to have already read a few spirituality books? Let's say you're a law of attraction coach. Or do you expect them to have no idea what law of attraction is? Do you expect them to have already worked with a few coaches before you and now they're ready to really go deep into it? Or do you expect them to kind of be brand new and still searching? So think about that customer journey. What have they done before getting to the point where they work with you? And what do you expect them to have already done or have or believe before they work with you? And put that out in your messaging when you are releasing content on your social media platforms. Number 3 is prepping them. So just like in messaging where I said, make sure you are creating messaging and content around that journey of where they are. Now I want you to think about prerequisites. What do you expect them to already have and do? And if you don't have that ready for them, now is a time to create that, to prep them before working with you. So if you know you want to take on a client who, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10 is at a 7, okay, and your job is to get them from 7 to 10, but you need to meet that client at a 7, then what can you provide them with to get that client up to speed through levels 1 through 6? So this is very vague because it's just a number scale, but whatever it is that you do, think of it in terms of a scale here. What prerequisites do you need them to have? And then you can prep them on it. Do you need to give them additional resources that they can go through? Maybe you have a little kit that they can go through, or a little tiny mini course, or maybe you want them to read a book, or maybe you want them to fill out a workbook or a worksheet or journal about certain things. What prerequisites do you want them to have before they are ready to just jump in and work with you? This way, they're at the level you want them to be at when you are ready to work with them, and that's going to give you a higher valued client because they've done the work. They are truly ready to have this higher level of work with you. A great way to find out who your higher level clients are and to attract them to you is to put on your website who your program is not for and who your program is for. So instead of saying, I help all of these people, you could say, my program is specifically for people who are this, 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 or this, or who have done this, 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 who have been through blah, 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 blah. And my program is not for you if you don't have this, or you didn't do this, or you've been through that, or you didn't do that. So think about this list, who it is for and who it's not for, and then proudly show that on your website. The only thing that's gonna happen from that is you're gonna turn away the people who it's not a good fit for anyway, saving you and them a lot of great time. And your higher valued clients who are willing to pay you more already know what you expect from them. And if they read that on your website and they still feel like they're a good fit, they're gonna contact you, and now you're attracting the client that you really wanna work with. The next one is hanging out in communities where your higher valued client hangs out. So if you're hanging out in some Facebook groups that only have about 200 people and they're all newbies in whatever you do, then you probably aren't going to find your high value client there. But if you're hanging out in Facebook groups that have thousands of people and you're posting content that attracts just the higher valued client, you're gonna have more likelihood of finding those people there. Or another example is if you help corporate women and you're hanging out on Instagram, you're not gonna find your high value client there, but if you hang out on LinkedIn, then you most likely will. So you need to know where your clients are hanging out, these higher valued clients, and get in front of them where they already are. And that's online, but it could also be offline. It could be in networking groups, in Chamber of Commerce, in business groups that you have, in anywhere that you have in your city or your state or your country, depending on where you're tuning in from. And you can go out and be in front of the communities where your higher valued client is hanging out. And actually, I'd like to ask you, where do you normally go to find your clients? So let me know in the comments below where you normally go to find your clients. Language plays a really big part in working with higher valued clients. So you want to be careful what language you're using so that you're attracting the higher value clients to work with you. So for example, instead of saying, I'll teach you how not to be broke, because that's going to attract people that have no money, you might want to say something like, I'll teach you how to create a life and business that supports your desires. They both kind of mean the same thing, but one attracts people who have no money and one attracts people who are reaching for that higher level and really want to get out of that situation. Another example is instead of saying, do you have trouble making decisions that make your life better? That's going to attract people who can't decide to work with you. Instead, you could say, I'll show you how to be more decisive and lead a life you are proud of. So now you're leading them into making the decision that you want them to make. So be really careful what language you're using so that you're attracting the right demographic. Now, earlier in the video, I said I would share with you my bonus tip and the most important one of them all, and that is to be confident. If you don't have confidence, people aren't going to believe in you. So you need to show up as that alpha position, confident business owner who knows that you can help someone have a transformation. And when you can portray that and have that aura come out from you, people are going to believe in you and want to work with you. But if you are like this when you try to make a sale and you aren't really sure and you don't know if you can really help them, then they're not going to feel the confidence coming from you, and they're not going to feel confident to want to work with you. So to attract that higher level client, you need to show up as that woman, that business owner that works with the higher valued client. So show up as that person that you want to become, and you will attract that type of client who wants to work with you as that type of person to guide them. All right, so now that you know how to find high value clients, the next step is to know what to say on the discovery call with them so that you can close the sale. So go ahead and click this next video so you won't fumble on your next discovery call and you can make sales consistently.